What's up everybody, and thank you once again for joining me back into Farthest Frontier. We are checking out the 1.0 playtest. Now for today's episode, I want to get my town center to tier 4. I want to at least try to get there. Now if we do upgrade the town center, that will also help us to generate some extra knowledge point. Then I want to take out this raider camp over here, and then we've also got an additional excavation site that we can go explore, see if we can get a good relic. And then on this side, I think I saw some salvage points over here. Yeah, so we've got salvage over here. I think I saw 2 spots that we could do some salvaging. So, okay, well, there's one. Just want to see, there was another one here somewhere. I'm pretty sure. There we go. There's the other one. Okay, so we've got 2 salvage points. Now, I want to see how much I can do within this here. We did just start the new year now. We're currently at 390 population, so we only need 10 more population in order to get to the amount of people that we need for the tier 4 town center. Now we do need a whole bunch of extra bricks and also a whole bunch of extra gold. Now we can get that by the salvage sites and then also by attacking or taking out the raider camp. Right, they also did give me like a warning signal to say that they are going to start attacking me with catapults. So I'm gonna really have to prepare myself for this. Now, I've got no other option but to start building myself a palisade wall. Now, I originally said I didn't want to build this because I feel it's just a waste of resources and I would rather just go straight for the fortified wall. But now, because of the 1.0, the technology tree that we've got now, it's going to require a lot of research for me to get to these fortified walls. As you can see, it's going to take me 1, 2, 3, 4 knowledge points, which is at this stage of the game, it's really a lot and it's going to take forever to get there. So I'm going to just go ahead and build the palisades and then we'll get the stone walls when we get the stone walls, but it's going to take a long time. Now, in order for us to also unlock the civic monument, it's not as clean cut as I thought it would be. So I thought originally if I unlock this technology over here, then it will open up the, how can I say, the tech towards these 2 sides. Now, I do still think I will be able to open up these 2, the pharmacy and the beautifications. I think if I've got my tier 4 town center, if I'm not, I think I've got it right here. So when the tier 4 town center is built, it will automatically allow me to access those 2. If not, I'm going to have to take the long route, which is basically unlocking this one, then the masonry, and then the beautifications, and then from here I've got to lock everything up to the point of where I've got the pharmacy. Because as you can see, it says here the prerequisites of having the civic monument: you need the pharmacy unlocked, the scientific discovery, as well as the beautifications. So it's these 3 basically. But now they don't allow me to jump from here over to these 2, so I might have to research all of this technology going up in order to get to the point where we can get the civic monument. Alright, so let's just let the knowledge points accumulate. I know I've got 1 available there, but I want to see if I can maybe first unlock the tier 4 town center, and then we can see if my theory is correct, where basically it will open up once I've got the tier 4 town center. It will open up the legs of the technology over here. If not, we're going to take the long route. Right, so let's set up some gates for us. 1, 2, and yeah, I'm gonna just start building these palisade walls all the way around wherever I can. So I'm gonna just let my workers focus on these palisade walls that I'm building now. I'm not gonna build anything additionally. Once it's finished building, then we can carry on, maybe extending the walls down towards this side. I think it's good to maybe have the walls first on this side. You know, as the raiders basically, they attack most of the time. They either attack from here or from here, so it would be good to have the palisade wall. And then they come through this angle over here, which is a little small stretch, so we can kind of like corner them off with our soldiers. Okay, so as they are building that palisade walls, I'm going to go ahead and get all my troops together. Hopefully we don't get a raider attack this year. But I'm going to just keep all my military units, keep them together. We're going to take out this raider camp over here, and then we'll just keep the soldiers here to also start with the excavation. So currently my labor force dropped significantly again. I don't really know why. I didn't assign them to do anything specifically. So it was at one stage like at 50. So I don't know why it's so low at the moment. So I'm hoping and praying that we're going to get a trader that will be willing to sell bricks to us. And then we've got to also make some really good trades in order to get 6,500 gold. But not so far. I mean, we need 1,700 gold, so it's not too bad. Okay, so let's see. Are we hoping for somebody to trade bricks with us? No, it doesn't look like they've got. And there's also nothing that we can trade with them. Only after we've got a blacksmith we can start producing some really nice goodies. I've got my foundry now, so I can set up a foundry. I did unlock that. Let's just see here. There we go. So I've got my foundry unlocked, so we can start producing processed iron. But at the moment there's nothing really that I can sell to this trader. Maybe some candles. Let's just maybe sell some candles. Otherwise, yeah, I'm not going to do anything else with this trader. We're going to just sell these tools. Oh, sorry, we're going to buy these tools. The people run out of tools really quickly. And they do help with the production as a whole. So I need to get my tools going. We're now at 395 population. Ooh. This is kind of like a weird looking wall that we've got over here. I'm not sure if we can do anything about that. I'll probably just have to keep it this way. Oh, that's gonna really bug me. Oh well. That will just have to stay that way. Okay, they are actually building this palisade wall pretty quickly. It doesn't give much defense, but it's definitely gonna be like some sort of deterrent for the raiders to come in. Okay, so let's just sell these candles, and then I'm going to use all the money that I've got from that. I'm going to just purchase the tools. Can't buy a lot. Only 9 actually. Right, and then we're going to just look at the other trader. What can we do here? We can sell planks. And that's pretty much all I'm going to look at. They also are willing to buy candles. We just don't have a lot. So I can sell up to 70 planks. You know, we need 200 planks in order to upgrade the town center. So I'm going to just go up to 200, or down to 200 rather. And I'm not going to sell the pottery because we're getting a terrible price for that. So let's go ahead and bring our soldiers down here to the raider camp.
Your orders.
Oh man, it seems like my one soldier doesn't have any armor. I don't know why though. Okay, but we're getting close. I'm gonna just let them rally over here. Just make sure everybody's here. Here we go. Okay, before we attack, I just want to quickly check something over here. I'm just gonna sell those blanks. And otherwise, yeah, there's nothing else that I'm going to buy. Okay, we're just hoping for a third trader. Usually there's 3 that come. Once you've got the trading center up, then you get about 3 traders per year. Oh, here it comes. Okay, so while we wait for that one, let's maybe go ahead and just attack this raider camp over here. Here we go. We can take the tower out quickly with our range units. That's actually a small raider camp. Well, there we go. That actually went very quickly. Tusk of the Autumn Boar. Oh my goodness. So we actually found this relic within the actual raider camp. Oh, that's a nice one to have also. And I think for now, for the time being, that's definitely going to be the third relic that I'm going to place within the temple. Let's just keep our troops here. And I'm going to also tell my workers to just excavate this. It's still early in the year, so we can prioritize this. And they should be able to salvage this pretty quickly. We do have a pretty good labor force at the moment. We need some extra builders. Okay, and we now over 400 population. So now I'm praying that this trader has got some good things for us. Unfortunately, we cannot we cannot sell the bricks. Or sorry, we cannot buy the bricks, but we can sell them. Oh, that's a bummer. Okay, well, you know, at least we can now maybe just build up our money, and then within the next year we should have everything ready. So let's just sell a whole bunch of the pottery just to build up the gold. And I'm not going to bother with anything else really, so we'll just sell those pots and leave it at that. Okay. So I suppose what we can do, probably, because the brick production is really slow, we can build ourselves another brickyard. So I think I'm going to go ahead and do that. We've got plenty of clay and charcoal. So let's set up another brickyard. And we don't have to let it run all the time. We can maybe just let it run now until we've got enough bricks in order for us to get to that level where we can upgrade the town center. And I'm going to upgrade this wall. We've got 13 additional people coming to the village. Okay, that is a very good sign. So we're going to have to then also step up our food production. Oh, no. Don't want to trade with you. Here we go. Okay, so there we've got an extra 1,000 gold. That's going to bring us very close to our target. Just under 6,000. That's really good. Okay, and let's just see how the excavation is going here. Got our first workers coming in. Plenty of workers. Something that I also did off screen is I built myself a goat barn. And I managed to purchase a few goats. Now this is pretty important, as I say, with the current population that we've got. We need to step up our food production somehow. So with the goats, it helps to get that extra milk. We're getting some compost, or waste rather, that we can use for the compost yard. And this will just boost the fertility of all our crop fields that we've got here, basically. So you can see it's looking really good. We've got very little weeds. And it's going, altogether, overall, it's going very well. So I just want to check something over here. We did activate a policy, right? We activated this policy. The overseeding. But it looks like, I don't know. I thought I did activate this. Well, there it is activated now. Cooldown 12 months. Okay, so I think it only runs for a little while, if I'm not mistaken, and then you can let it run again. And I'm not really quite sure how long it runs. Okay, I've got to just keep an eye on that, because obviously the time is limited. We actually got a fourth trader in now. So now I'm thinking, oh no. I was hoping they were going to sell us the bricks that we needed, but it doesn't look like it. However, we can sell herbs, and we can then get all the gold that we need in order for us to level up the town center. So let's maybe go ahead and, how much we're getting? 4 coin or 4 gold per herb. And how much gold does this trader got? 1,200. So I suppose if we've got 300 herbs that we're selling, yeah, we can only sell a little bit more than 300 herbs. So I'm going to just do that, allocate that to the trading center, we can sell that, and then we've got all the gold we need. Okay, so that's quite nice that we've got now this extra trader. I didn't expect the fourth one to come. But now I'm going to just use the second brickyard to build up our bricks quickly. Let's just assign all the workers we can. I want to really try and get to that tier 4 as quickly as we can, because we do get that extra knowledge points. And I want to accumulate as much of that as I can. We can carry on just extending the palisade walls. So let's just see here. So I've noticed with the walls and with the gates, it kind of does bug out a little bit with this playtest now. So you can see that we've got this funny wall over here. So you've got to sometimes break it down and rebuild it, and then it will rearrange itself. But it's not too big of a deal. Okay, and then I just want to see, so the end, you just see here, the end of the U shape. I must now just decide if I'm going to let it go a little bit further down or if I'm going to bring it up here. Yeah, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring it up here. Let's just extend it up towards this side. Okay, I'm not going to close it off here at the top yet. I'm going to rearrange a few structures maybe off screen. But what we can do is we can maybe place the wall on this side. Just start extending it downwards. And I suppose we can build some gates over here. We've already jumped to 420 population. That's pretty crazy that it's grown that fast in such a short while. I think it's now since I've had that border policies, this one. Since I've got this unlocked, the people have really been flocking in. And I'm also meeting all the needs of the people, so you can see overall everything's doing good. It's just the food that's a little bit on the low side, but not too bad. Okay, and we've got a full population now here for the chicken coops. So I think it is a good time to maybe add a third chicken coop. And I'm going to go ahead and build the fourth one as well. We're going to only assign workers at the one, but then at least they both are set up if we do need to expand to a fourth chicken coop. Okay, let's just see how far they are here. We're getting closer to winter time. 1% left. You know, this is also like an odd thing for me, like how the workers, they go out, or they come out, they do the excavation, and this seems to happen to me all the time, where they stop literally at 99%. It's quite frustrating, but here comes the last worker, so they can just complete the job, and then I can send my soldiers back. So we've got now a total of, let's just see, 10, 18. We've got 18 soldiers in total defending the town, and I do think it might be a good idea to add some more soldiers. Right, so let's maybe add another 2 light infantry over here. We are pretty high in the positive with our balance. 52 monthly income. So I think it's pretty good. And we've got our foragers operating here. They're only getting the logs and replanting the trees, and they're doing a pretty good job with it. And I'm gonna, this is the Ark of the Vengeful Dead. Okay, that's the least useful relic that you can have. It's pretty crazy to think that some people actually like that. So I'm definitely more for the city building experience rather than the raid attacking experience. So I'm going to just let my laborers cut down all of those trees. We are lacking wood a bit, seeing that we're now building these palisade walls. Okay, so we're going to send these soldiers back. Okay, no need for them anymore. And then we're going to just wait for the winter to pass. Once the winter has passed, we're going to send them out to go to these salvage sites, the workers. The 2 salvage sites, yeah, there we go. And we should be getting some nice goodies from that as well. So I was either thinking placing the civic monument over here, right over there, or over here somewhere. I'm not quite sure how big the structure is. I think it's a little bit bigger than the town center, if I'm not mistaken. A little bit bigger than the town center and the temple. So it can, I think it can fit in here. I don't know. I'll still decide where we're going to have it. Now we will extend the town on a later stage upwards towards the side. But I'm going to just leave it like that for now because we've got the capacity for 440 people to come into town to live here. So I just want to now see, we've got 1 knowledge point, so we can use that. I'm just not sure if I want to use it yet. I want to maybe first unlock my town center to the tier 4, because I might open up the lakes here, which will then grant me much quicker access to the civic monument. And the only reason why I'm rushing to get to the civic monument is actually 2 reasons. But the first reason is quite simple. I just want to see how the structure looks. And from what I saw in the pictures that they're shown, it looks really cool. Now the second thing is that you get the extra decorations. All of these that's unlocked, or that's locked, sorry, you can unlock these ones. And I'm assuming they are going to give a lot more desirability, and they're going to just look better in general. And you can see they cost the same amount of resources as their counterpart. So I want to get them placed. We just want to see, we're getting really close. We're definitely going to have the resources that we need when we get into the new year. We're going to have enough gold, we're going to have enough of everything. I actually forgot to sell the herbs. Oh man. But that's fine. That's really okay. See, I get so preoccupied with the other things happening here. Now another thing that I'm a little bit concerned about is my sandpit is going down quite quickly. Now we do need a deep mine in order for us to access more sand, because there's no other sand mining spots. I mean, I've opened up almost half of the map and I couldn't find any other spots where I can harvest sand except for these infinite spots, and you do need the deep mines for these. So I've got one over here and another one over here, and that's the only 2 that I could find. So I'm thinking I need to unlock that deep mines. Now the problem is, let's just go here. In order to unlock the deep mines, I'm going to have another 3 knowledge points. So I'm going to have to first unlock this one, then unlock the quarry. I don't know if like the sand, I think the sand, let me just see something. I don't think it actually uses a mine. I think it's also like a sand quarry. Let me just see. For the sand. Oh no, it is actually a deep mine. So the quarry is only used for the infinite stone supply. So yeah, that is what I was concerned about. So once I go here to the tech tree, I'm going to have to unlock 1, 2, another 3 technology points. I'm only going to unlock the deep mine there. So that is also a concern. But you know what, we're going to probably have enough items that we can trade and we can make a decent amount of gold. Then we'll probably just have to import the sand. It doesn't cost a lot to import the sand, so... But we'll have to import that so that we can keep our glass production going. But we're getting close to the new year, and then once we've got all the bricks that we need, I think it's a 375, then I'm going to unassign the workers at this brickyard, or maybe just unassign 2 of them at least, because they will start digging into the coal supplies and our clay supplies. It will start to drop, so I'm going to maybe just have 6 of these brick makers. I'm going to maybe just have 6 of them. Okay, I'm seeing I'm getting an exclamation mark here saying that I need to use my knowledge points. But I'm not going to do that. We're going to first get that tier 4 town center. Just want to see something here. So minus 10% for the merchant sell price at the trading post. Okay, this is a good one to have, obviously. Convenience tax. Kinda. Just want to see this policy, commerce negotiations. Commerce negotiations. What is this about? Merchants carry 10%, minus 10% more gold. I think it's supposed to say plus 10%, plus 10% more gold. But they pay 10% less for goods. Well, this is a good one to have, I think. This is worth it. Because I do have an issue with the amount of gold that they carry on them. Well, at least with some of the traders. I'm gonna go ahead and just add some extra palisade walls over here. I'll have to move that apiary, but we can do that on a later stage. Just add a few extra walls. And then I want to see what type of traders we're gonna get in. We've got now all the bricks that we need. We are slowly starting to run out of planks, I've noticed. Let me just take that worker away. So I'm going to assign another worker over here, and then let's just see here, select the number of livestock to be transferred. Okay, so we're going to transfer a couple, maybe like 6. I'm going to transfer to this one, and then we can also take maybe 6 from this side. And then we can also, yeah, we're going to transfer it also to this one. There we go. That's it. Okay, then we've got 3 operating chicken coops. Now I'm thinking we do need some extra houses, so what we can do, we can maybe utilize this space over here. Just taking the road away, and I'm going to just place another 2 houses in here. There we go. Alrighty, and we can sell these baskets. It's already available for us. So, and we're getting a good price. I can actually go ahead and sell some more baskets. Maybe do another 85, that should be fine. And then we're going to purchase some extra tools. We could use maybe 1 extra heavy weapon. Clothing and shoes also sell for a good price, but let's just do a little bit of the clothes and then also a little bit of the shoes. Let's just do it like that. Purchase 1 heavy tool. And then we can have a whole bunch of the normal tools. Maybe let's just do like 10. Yeah, there we go. So we should have enough gold now, and we only need the plank still. There we go. Got all the gold. Let's go ahead and add ourselves another sawmill. The reason why my planks are now starting to go down is because we're using the armory to start produce, or we've got more workers at the armory, let me rather say that. And with the shields that we're producing, that does take some of the planks. Just wanna, I'm not really sure where I want to place the sawmill yet. Where shall we put it? Maybe let's just put one over there. Okay, we are getting very close, man. It's just those planks that we still need. I can maybe just go ahead and tell my villagers to go to the salvage side over here. So they can just start salvaging that. And prioritize. There we go. Okay, I'm not gonna buy anything else. Oh, actually, maybe we can purchase some extra tools. There we go. Right, and we can now upgrade our town center. And I'm gonna prioritize this, just so that they can build it as quickly as they can. And then I want to see if my theory is correct, you know, if it's going to help us branch out to the sides. If not, we're gonna have to take the long road and just unlock all of those. I don't feel it's tech that I really want at this stage. But in order for us to get that civic monument, that's what we're going to have to do. It's going to take me even longer to get to this one, the economic power one. So that one is definitely going on a back burner. I mean, there's so many technologies that I would rather want to unlock here instead of anywhere else. And then at the same time, we do need better soldiers, and we need to get our fortified walls. So I'm thinking, yeah, which way do we go? I think it might not be a bad idea to get another one of these forester camps. Maybe here at the bottom somewhere. We've got plenty of woods here. So, yeah, why not? Let's add another work camp. We don't have to upgrade it immediately. But I'm going to just add a work camp here to just help with the wood harvesting. Now we've got another trader that's coming in now. See what we can trade with them. Okay, they're only starting to salvage there. Okay. So we can sell flax, which we've got plenty of. But I think I'm going to leave that. Okay, now there's nothing else that we can sell. So now they only come in selling bricks to us. And it's way too late now. Okay, there's actually nothing of value. Only got the tools over here, which I can purchase. But we'll just leave that for now. You see what I mean? So there they stop at 97% again, and now all the workers are going back. It's like, really? Now we've got to wait for this one to come. So you can see my fertility is going up pretty much with all of the crop fields. Now I want to see with this policy that we've got going, where's this? Okay, so you can see that is still running. Cool down 1 month. Okay, so I suppose it runs every 12 months. And then you can let it run again if you want to. That's the stuff that we got from the salvage site now. So we've got gold clothes, weapons, gold ore, iron ore, and we've got that planks. Okay, cool. Because we use a lot of that now. There we go. Okay, our town center has been upgraded. We've got the tier 4. And we do have a couple of houses that's going to upgrade now. I think I've got 3 or 4 houses that's over 80% in desirability, and that will allow them to then upgrade. So let's just see here. Okay, so my theory was wrong. We're gonna have to go the long way. I just thought it was worth a try. Masonry. Okay, cool. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. So that's going to cost another 3 points to get the beautification completely unlocked. because you need to have all 3 levels in order for this one to open up. You need to have the beautifications up to the 3rd level. Oh man. Oh well. It does look like the knowledge points accumulate quicker now for some reason. I don't know if they did a patch or something, but it's only taking 4 months now. It could also be because I'm at the tier 4 town center, maybe? I don't know. Maybe that also will boost it. That would make sense though. So at least I can say that much. It is going a lot quicker with the knowledge points. Okay, so let's see what we can trade here. Okay, well, it's actually nothing that I want. I can maybe sell some candles. So let's do that. Okay, but there we can see we've got now some of the houses that's upgrading. And I'm gonna wait for that 1 knowledge point. And then I want to see what a difference it makes if we unlock this. You can see there that we've got 8% additional desirability for parks and for shrines. So that's good because we've got a park over there and a shrine there. Another park over here. Now when they say shrines, I don't know if it includes the actual temple. But I don't think so. You can see we've only got 6 deaths, which is amazing. Seeing that we've been running this city or this town for 30 years and we only had 6 deaths. So I think that's a record for me. We haven't had anybody dying. See, we're still harvesting this rock. We're only halfway now, but we've harvested all of the other rocks that was around it. But, oh, there's one still left. Oh, I missed this one. Wow, there was so many of these rocks around it. Okay, so there's another 120 stone that we can harvest. Oh, that's great. Okay, so we also now at the point where we can upgrade the bakery, which is kind of cool, because the bakery will then turn into a pastry shop and that will give us extra desirability. It will also give some food that the people need here. You can see the luxury food type here. So we're going to be able to supply that for them. And this is going to help upgrade them to mansions, which will then also in return give us much more space for people to move into. Now I've got everything that I need. I'm thinking maybe I should just do it. Maybe I should just let it upgrade. Why not? Let's upgrade the bakery. We can add more workers to the bakery. And then we can start doing some pastries as well. Let's just sell these candles quickly. Ooh. Oh yeah, we can sell the soap to this trader. I think this is now the 4th or the 5th trader this year, isn't it? So that's quite nice. And then we can purchase a whole bunch of tools. We really need that. I'm going to go ahead and also sell a whole bunch of the glass. Now, I know I'm upgrading the bakery now to a pastry shop, but I kind of forgot. In order for me to let the pastry shop function properly, I need to be able to do the canning to get the preserves, and we need the preserves to add that to the recipe for the pastries. But we only need 1 technology point for that, so that's not too bad. I think I'm going to just go ahead with my initial idea and use all of the tech to get up to the point where we can get the civic monument up. And I've got a theory that you are going to get a whole bunch of extra knowledge points once the civic monument is built. I could be wrong, but I think that is what will happen. There must be some sort of greater benefit in having that. Okay, so let's just sell that whole bunch of soap. Boom. And all the glass. Here we go. Good stuff. So now I've got plenty of gold. Actually, let's keep about 1,000, I think. I'm gonna keep here just to purchase those tools. Here we go. 22 tools. Still need to set the grazing area here. Sorry, chickies. There we go. Yeah, they're only going out now. Shame. I just kept them cooped up. Oh, that was like a pun intended. Seven new immigrants, and our population is now standing at 447. We've got so many laborers at this stage. So we need at least 47 laborers for the town to function effectively, and we've got 84. So, you know, ultimately what we can do is we can maybe just go ahead and add some more soldiers. Why not? Let's just add some more soldiers over here. We can fill it up. Recruit 50 military units. Oh. I think I've done more than that, but okay. And let's add another 2 over here. Here we go. Just want to see where else I can add workers. Let's add another one over here. And with the advanced production, we can definitely add some more weavers. We've got so much flax.
Aye.
Gonna add another tanner. Okay. Well, I think that's okay for now. We'll just leave it as it is. Add another person to the market stall. Where's this other one? Here we go. Okay, nice. Okay, that's looking a little bit more balanced. So let's just see here. Add the beautifications. Boom. Okay, I'm going to leave that at 1, and I'm going to start off screen. I'm going to start unlocking all of this research. So we first need to do this one, which gives us a 30% recovery rate from festering wounds. Then we get the healer's house that can upgrade to the hospital. Then we got alcohol sterilization, and only then can we get to the pharmacy, which we need for the civic monument. So I'm going to try and get close to everything, all the tech that we need in order to open up that, and then yes, definitely within the next episode we will set up that monument. Okay, so let's just see how the desirability is looking here. Okay, here we go. Okay, well, I didn't see how good it was now actually before the pastry shop went up. But now we do actually have a whole bunch of houses that's over 80% desirability. So this will enable all of them to upgrade to manors, which is great. I mean, we're going to get a lot of capacity now for more people to join our town. We're already standing at 447. Yeah, and we're going to be well over 500. I think even by the time we go to the next episode, we're going to be well over 500. But that's it for me for this episode. And like I say, I'm going to just accumulate all that knowledge points, and then we can set up our civic monument within the next episode and just see what that's all about and look at all of the decorations that we can get with that structure. I want to thank you all so much for watching, and then I'm going to see you in the next one.
In a game of adventure and strategy, we make our mark. Accidental gamer, building kingdoms from the dark. Together